Well, I might think that you're right. Yeah, these days they take things so literally, but put up such a fight. Well, I don't mind. You're impressed by the way that I write my name. You like the way I write my name. Don't care. You wanna know how to show up everywhere. Everywhere. You got that something special
Hi.
Hi.
We're Brunch. I'm Allie.
And I'm Carrie.
Wow.
Wow.
And this is the part before the live stream.
Wow.
Where we're all just here like real humans and the internet's not here yet.
No.
So we're here to air some grievances.
Yay.
Carrie?
Hey. Hi. Yeah.
Hi.
Look at me. I decided in a very long time to wear heels. What a choice I've made. Yeah,
she didn't let me know, so I'm 2 inches shorter, and I'm mad.
And I'm just naturally 5'7".
That's right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, so this is just a cozy little part where we're on stage in front of everybody, but the cameras aren't on yet. No. So this is like the real us.
You're getting an intimate look at our
lives. This is how it really is, you guys. Yeah. Amazing. How you guys feeling tonight? Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, we've got some woos. Are they charging for that alcohol? No.
What?
What a dreamscape!
I mean, let's get slumpy,
What
guys.
has happened? I'm loving this.
Mommy's wearing her heels.
That's right. I did not wear my heels. I'm still mad. If anyone has a heel in a size 8,
please do not make this about
come
you. Please
to
do not
me.
make this
I've got a wide foot though, so make sure that calm down. Okay. Got a wide foot, so make sure your foot's wide too. I don't want an embarrassing situation where it can't fit into it. Because that would be embarrassing for me.
That's exactly what would be embarrassing about that.
Yeah, that's right. So some of the back of your heads are going to be heavily featured tonight.
Yes,
so
I hope
you didn't just straighten the front.
Don't just straighten the bangs.
No, you got to go in the back too.
Everyone's checking. That's okay. There ain't no shame in that game.
That's right. Has anyone here ever had a Skype interview where they've only done the front of their hair? I've done that. I also, when I travel, sometimes I only do the front of my hair because I'm like, who cares? I can't see the back. No one I know can see the back. And all my pictures are from the front. That's just a little travel tidbit for y'all.
That's kooky. That's
It is kooky.
You've
Thank
got
you.
Perfect tight curls on the back.
Thank you. They better be perfect because I'm not wearing heels and I'm very sensitive about it.
Okay. Once again.
Oh, again, just a wide 8. A wide 8 meaning outside.
W8.
It's thin in the back, though, so it's got to fit the heel.
Thin in the back?
Thin in the back. Thin in the back.
That's interesting. So you just got like a wide set toe?
That's
and
right.
They just spread?
That's right.
Like fingers?
That's right.
Oh,
I'm very excited.
Good. You can grab stuff off the
ground.
I love it. It's fun.
I can't wait. Oh, we've got buttons being pressed.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh, here it goes, guys. Uh-oh. Are we on?
We're waiting for...
We're waiting.
Oh,
the air conditioner!
The air conditioning!
Wow, give it up for the air conditioning!
Thank you, one of our sponsors.
That's
cool
amazing.
Air.
That's right. That cold breeze.
Cool. Keeping those vibes cool.
Oh. 67.
67.
Hello. Let's put that up by 2 degrees. Am I right, you guys?
That's
bad. The sex number.
You're bad.
For you mathematicians in the crowd.
Settle down.
Yeah, I will not. Because I'm a mathematician who wants some. Amazing.
Interesting choice. Mathematician, okay. 17 times 32.
Hey, Katie, are you going to tell us when we're going? Yeah, we're doing it? Oh, it's happening. Oh, great.
Okay, we're going to
Is the internet on right now? You guys, welcome to internet! Hello!
The internet, the cloud. Oh my God.
Welcome to Comedy Here Often.
Here we are.
Maybe you guys were here for all of our offline secrets, and in that case, you can't tell anyone, so please don't.
That's between us and whoever's watching.
If you missed our sweet intro, I'm Allie.
And I'm Carrie.
That's right, and we're Brunch together, and we're hosting this amazing evening of wonderful female performers, and we're so excited to be part of this Spring Fling.
Spring Fling, y'all.
Yay.
Spring Fling. That's right.
I hope we get crowned Spring Fling queens.
I mean,
I don't know. I'm really
fill
excited.
out your ballots.
Now, I don't know if you guys can tell, but we're talking to microphones right now.
You're
thank
welcome.
You for the compliment.
Yeah, look at this mic work. I adjusted mine. I don't know if any of you noticed that.
That's right. We really know kind of what's going on. So
we're
kind of like burgeoning recording artists.
We're bourgeoising.
Thank you. So it's kind of a big deal for us.
We're kind of known for our vocal work.
That's right.
604 is aware of that.
They know us and they love us.
We just have a cool sultry sound that's very now, but also a little bit of yesterday. Yeah.
And Gaga is worried.
Gaga's
worried because we're hot in her tails.
Oh, she knows that.
So we were thinking we might show you guys a little bit of like our process. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just tonight. So we thought we'd start off with some like sweet vocal warm-ups.
So we like to prepare the pipes for the work.
For the pipers.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You know, we want to pipe them.
Oh, that's right.
So just we're gonna wake them up. We're gonna make it like a book, like a Marie Kondo book.
Yes.
We'll wake them up.
Marie Kondo.
Hello.
Marie Kondo.
Yeah.
I saw Maroon 5 in concert.
What?
It was disappointing.
What?
How? I paid extra for the fan meet and greet. Wow.
Where's my son?
Oh.
Where's my son?
I got 50% off at Bay Days.
Bay Days.
Thank
Bay
you.
Days.
Thank you.
HBC.
Oh, wow. So those are just
Okay.
some vocal warm-ups. But now we really wanted to get into some of our work, just to kind of show you guys
get into
what
that
we
work.
do. And we got Larry on tech over there. Hi, Larry. Thank you,
Hi.
Larry.
Thank you,
You're
Larry.
our star.
Oh
You're
my
a star,
God.
Larry. Thank you so much.
We only work with Larry.
That's true, and that's real.
it's exclusive.
So Larry's got some good work for us today.
Yeah, some voiceover,
some great
some
jingle work,
jingles.
some great jingle work. So I'm going to count us into our first one. Are you ready?
I am very ready.
Okay.
Thank you.
And 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. If it makes you happy, it can't be that bad.
But it was. And Colgate would like to take total responsibility for our toothpaste containing traces of lead.
The smiles for miles, it's Colgate. Oh, hot take.
Good take.
That felt good in the
Larry,
pipes. Thank you,
how are the
Larry. That
ones
was
in the
a great.
tubes?
That was a great
Was
one.
that good?
Amazing.
Wow, perfect
Larry, can I
take.
get a glass of water in here?
It's
Thank you. Feeling a
hot
little
in
bit
here,
parched. You know
Larry.
what I'm
Can I
saying?
can I get a lemon water?
Oh, can I get a La Croix? Can I get a La Croix?
Can I get a
Thank
lemon water? Can I
you.
get that water really cold, but that lemon piping hot? Piping hot lemon.
Hot
Thank
lemon.
you, Larry.
Just stick that lemon in the microwave and see what happens.
Just
You know what I'm
press
saying, Larry?
nine times.
Oh, God. Okay.
Okay.
I am ready for this next jingle. It's from
roll in?
one of my favorite brands, Tampax.
Oh, I've got one in me right now.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Should we roll in? Do you want me to count
let's
you
do
in?
it. Please count us in.
Okay.
Yes.
52, 64, hut. Right, right, you're bloody well right. You've got the bloody right to say
that you're mad. We accidentally made our new Tampax tampons out of non-absorbent cotton. That's on us, and we're sorry. It was then on you.
To show you we're sorry, we're prepared to offer you 50% off all khakis at the Gap.
Shove it in, Tampax. Oh, that was a great take.
Good take.
I loved your rolled R's.
Thank you.
Oh, that
I've
was
been working
so
on
beautiful.
that.
Larry, where are those waters?
It's hot
Sorry,
in
we're just still
here.
standing here.
It's
and
very
everybody's
hot.
only at 67. Larry,
Yeah, okay,
Claire?
we know that for a
Hey, Larry,
fact.
thank you so
Can we
much.
get
Maybe
some-
a bubbly water?
Can we get some bubbly water?
Some
Can I
fans
have-
maybe going? It's a little
can I
hot.
get
It's a
some
little hot in
aggressive
here. Thank
fandemonium
you.
going here? Thank
Can we get a
you.
mob mentality, please?
Can we get a
Thank
Beatlemania
you.
fandemonium
Thank
happening
you,
here, Larry? Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you.
Oh, this next one. Are you ready? Okay.
I'm born ready.
Here we go. I'll count us in.
Thank you.
12. Marilyn Monroe was a size 12. Is it too late now to say sorry?
That all the wheels fell off our Nissan Pathfinders.
We're not really even sure how that happened. Nissan. I love their product.
I'm a big,
but all
big
the wheels
Nissan
did fall
head.
off my Pathfinder.
No.
So, I
what
think
happened? You just coast?
I just coasted.
Uh-oh, were you
but
on a
right
hill?
into the Timmy's drive-through, so I was in luck.
Ooh, good for you.
Oh, we have
Humble
fun. We have
brag.
fun. Oh my God, Larry, I am parched.
Larry!
Can we get a sprinkler
Sorry
on
to
in
yell.
here, Larry?
Can we get an
Larry?
oscillating sprinkler?
Larry,
like
can I
from
get an
the
invite?
90s?
Yeah, can we go into these?
Can we get a Can we get a
Thank you, Larry. Thank you.
When's my invite to that wedding, Larry?
Oh, Larry, come on. We know you're holding out on us.
on.
Okay, we'll RSVP ASAP. I need a +2.
Oh.
Oh,
Can I
awesome.
come?
You cannot.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I already have 2 guests coming.
Good for you.
Oh, I love it.
Okay.
All
Oh,
right.
last one?
Here we go. Okay. You going to count us in?
Absolutely.
Oh, great.
6, 6, 6.
Oops, I did it again. It's us, Tampax, again.
In an effort to make our tampons more absorbent, we've made our tampons too absorbent, turning you, virtually and quite literally, into a dusty old vampire woman.
Shove it in to your vagina. Tampax. And on further reflection, I've got 2 supers in me right now. So I am going to need for you to drive me to the Oppital.
I will race you there in my
you
Nissan.
Amazing.
But before we go,
Oh, yes.
we'd like to introduce our first guest.
That's right. She's amazing.
She is.
She's going to do stand-up for you.
That's true.
It's Sophie Buddle.
everybody. How are you doing? Very cool. That's very nice. I don't want to start my set too like sexy, dirty, sex, you know. But I'm going to obviously because I was like talking to my boyfriend, and I want to talk to you guys about it because I asked him have you ever asked your significant other if they have any like secret sexual things they like if you just like feel like being in a fight for like a week? If you just like feel like it. So I asked him if he had anything, and he told me that he has a schoolgirl fantasy, and I was like, oh, gross. You shouldn't. It's bad that you have that. But like, I'll definitely do that if that's what you want. Like, what are you looking for? Like pigtails and like backpack. And he was like, no, I would just really love it if you went back to school. Are you guys millennials? Okay. I can see that you are, so don't know why you're being quiet. There's stereotypes about every generation. The big thing for us seems to be that we got too many participation trophies. Yeah, but it's like, because we fucking participated. Do you think about that? We had so much technology and stuff at home. Like, we needed an incentive to go out and do stuff. Like, why am I going to go play soccer if I could be catfishing some 30-year-old from Atlanta in the privacy of my home? You know? And then they're like, we'll give you a participation ribbon. And you're like, okay, I'll take an hour break from my work. But then I have to get back to Armand. He worries. And I think that millennials are going to be the best parents. Yes. I think that. Because we're a very open generation. Our kids are going to be the first generation of kids that can be whatever they want sexually and like gender-wise. And that's it. You know, we're not going to have money to like feed them. But they're not going to have body image issues. They're going to be so skinny. And it'll also be the first generation of kids to be properly educated about the internet. Did I do that? Need to lose weight. But you know what I mean? Like, we weren't properly taught about the internet at all. At my school, we had one assembly, and the principal just like came out and was like, do not send nude photos of yourself to Mr. Scott anymore, Sophie. And I was like, oh, so he is getting them. Can someone teach him how to reply, or want a more hands-on learning experience? And it's also, our kids are going to be the first generation of kids to be properly taught about consent for some reason. I think that's good. Very quiet over here, sir. Yeah, uncross your arms. That's right. But I think it's good. And I think the Me Too movement was so amazing and so powerful and very special. And I think that the people that are like against the Me Too movement, I think sometimes they just like don't realize how many women have Me Too stories, because it is so many women. And if it's helpful at all, it's like the same amount of men who have shit their pants. I know right now both sides are going, no, it couldn't be that many. but the truth would disgust you. But I followed all the different Me Too stories. I know the vibe is like, move on, but I'm gonna keep talking about it. Yeah. But yeah, so I followed all the Me Too stuff. Like did you guys watch the Brett Kavanaugh hearings? Yeah. Okay. It was really hard to watch. Like, it was really hard to watch all the powerful Republicans going on TV being like, we don't think he did anything wrong. We don't think he's a bad guy. It's like, his name is Brett. Have you met a Brett? He rapes. The other big one was the gymnastics doctor that he got put in jail, which was great, but he was really bad. But it's also like, yeah, this is a guy that like trained his whole life, dedicated every moment to like learning how to become a gymnastics doctor. Like, that's so sketchy. That's such a red flag. Like, that's a rape front job. That's top 3 rape front jobs. What, list them? Okay. Sure, I wasn't going to. So number 3 rape front job is DJ. Number 2 rape front job is gymnastics doctor. And number 1, can I get a little pitter patter from everyone? Number 1 rape front job, Australians. I literally did a show last night at like a ski resort lodge. I did that joke and almost got raped after. Very dangerous joke. Okay, I will move on now though. Okay, am I almost done? Nobody knows. Yeah, sick. Okay, cool. Fantastic. We're all glad about it. Okay, you guys are... I shouldn't have talked about rape so early in the show. I get that. That's on me. Okay, something a little bit more fun. You know when your boyfriend comes on you? Oh, yeah, she knows. Hell yeah, she knows. We all know, you know. Everyone. Sometimes you got a little bit come on you. No big deal. But you know when your boyfriend comes on you and then he goes to go get like the towel or the tablecloth. I don't know what your financial situation is. Some people have tablecloths. I don't know. Can only assume that's what they're for. So he goes to go get it, and then you hear him like putzing around, and you're there, and you're like you hear him like opening the fridge, and you're like, clean up on aisle 1. Like, can you come back? And like when they go and like when you're like lying there, you stay so still. Like so still. Like still like you're in the Holocaust. Like they wouldn't have found Anne Frank if she had come on her. I'm saying I wish that happened. She would have been still. But you can always tell how much a guy likes you based off what he brings back. Because my boyfriend now, he'll get the water running. He'll wait till the water gets warm. I know, I want that for you. He comes back, he does a little wipe, he does a little dry swipe with the other side. I didn't think I was gonna find a Prince Charming. But my boyfriend does all that. I know that he loves me. There are some guys out there who will come on you and then just kick sand and walk away. That's all for me. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Hey, it's Sophie Buddle, everybody. Yeah.
Hey, where are my Bretts at?
Bretts. Yeah, if your name's Brett.
Oh, come on. It's gotta be.
Legally, you might have to leave. I don't know. I'm sorry. Speaking of horrible careers, we have a podcast. Who here has a podcast? We all do.
And no Bretts and no podcast.
That's right. No Bretts, no
Bullshit.
podcast. But we do have a podcast. It's for real. We just drink wine and we talk about rom-coms. It's called You've Got Brunch. But basically what we're trying to do is come up with more podcast ideas.
Yeah, what was
It's a
the
big
last
thing
one
we're
we
doing.
came up
The last one was what's it called? True Crime Real Time. It's where we perform one real crime every week. And then we do real time for it and we talk about it.
It's fun, you guys.
It is
Please tune
fun.
in. Our last episode is taking us 9 years.
9 years. 9 years probably. Maybe a little bit shorter if we're good.
so.
Oh my gosh. But are you guys ready for your next guest? Oh gosh. She's a true delight. Her
lovely.
name is Maddy Kelly.
Wow, thank you for having me. How are you guys doing? Anyone do any drugs? Nice. Okay, I love drugs. I just love them. I mean, I'm 22, and every time I do drugs, everyone's like, "Oh, she's experimenting with drugs," you know? And I'm like, "Experiment's over. I'm 22. I love them." I love drinking too. So fun. Every time I drink, I play this game where I'm like, "Woo!" I take that very first sip, and I'm like, "I wonder what I'll cry about tonight." I always get ID'd when I drink, and I used to think that was because I had like a baby face, but then I realized it was happening a lot. This guy's nodding. I do have a baby face. I know that. But I get ID'd way more when I'm with my boyfriend because he's 15 years older than me. I know. So I'm 22, and he's 105. And I used to think they were trying to ID me because they were trying to figure out if I was doing something illegal, you know? They were trying to figure out if I was drinking underage. But then I realized they were IDing me because they were trying to figure out if he was doing something illegal. We actually broke up. I shouldn't be calling him my boyfriend. It was 7 months ago. No, I'm totally over it. You can tell because I'm talking about it right now. I hate breakups. Breakups are the worst. You make everything about you, you know? You're just like complimenting yourself randomly. You know when you go through a breakup and you do that? You'll just be like, I actually am really pretty. And the person you're talking to is like, okay, cash or credit. Broke up a while ago. You do make everything about you in a breakup, though. Everything's like some sign from God, you know? I saw a cigarette on the sidewalk, and I was like, okay. Yeah. Not gonna work up there. Trying to make me think of the time we were walking and we saw a cigarette on the sidewalk. Yeah, I'm not gonna text him. I will tomorrow, because it's his half birthday. My parents broke up. Well, like, not recently. They're, like, divorced. I don't know why I said broke up. That implies they're going, you know, they were dating, and then they had me, and then they were like, it doesn't work. But they're very different people. My dad, my mom's a professional actress, and my dad is like a lawyer in a band. Very different. My mom is a professional actress, and my dad is in a band with all his coworkers called the House Cats. They're all in bands. Everyone's dad is in a band now. I understand some of you are in real bands, but like there's dad bands are different. It's like something happens. Men turn 50 and this like beacon goes off in their head and they're like, get me to Tom Lee. I have to buy pedals right now. I told my dad there's another band that's called the Dadolescents. I was like, Dad, there's a band called the Dadolescents. And he was like, I know, they actually get gigs. Moms don't do that. Moms are not starting bands at 50. That's not what they do. Moms run marathons. I get it, though. If your husband was in a band, you'd be like, oh, totally fine, honey. I'm going to go run around outside for a long time. My stepmom, she's like a personal trainer lady. She gets up at 5 a.m. to go running. 5 a.m. She goes 10 a.m. mid-morning. Why are you getting up so early that your morning has an afternoon? I hate the mornings. I don't even like breakfast in bed. Breakfast in bed is supposed to be so fancy and so romantic, but if you eat any other meal in bed, you have depression. I'm not good at like presents and stuff. Like my ex-boyfriend was like really good at presents. But I don't understand what to get men as presents. I don't think anyone does. What do they need? If you go on the internet and you're like, presents for boyfriends, they're like, okay, got it. Does he want whiskey or does he want bacon? And you're like, oh, I'm so sorry. He's like a real person. He's not a cartoon from the 50s. And then they're like, oh, got it. You're dating a pussy. Cool. Does he want tools or does he want skis? And you're like, again, not a cartoon man on a dad card for Father's Day, a real life boy. Do you know what do you want for a present?
PlayStation VR.
That was specific and immediate. I asked someone once, like, electronics comes up a lot. Yeah, it's not romantic. Why would I get you that? So you could not talk to me more while you play it? That sucks. One guy was like, a speaker. And I was like, you want one speaker? And he was like, fine, headphones. And I'm like, oh, the speakers of the brain. I get it. So you can't hear me. Yap, 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 yap. It feels like any present you would get for a boy would be like kind of like insulting. You know, if you get them pants, they're like, what's wrong with my pants? Is that true?
It feels like it.
Yeah. Do you know what you'd want as a present?
I'd be happy with bacon.
You'd be happy with
Or
a...
tools.
Okay, we get it. You're a man. I'd be happy with like a penis. I mean, pen. Okay, I'll move on. I'm pretty easy to buy presents for, I think. I don't know. My boyfriend got me this necklace. That's pretty nice. One time, we had just moved in together, and I had no money, and I didn't tell him. And I had no money. I had like $15, and they weren't even in the same place. I had $5 in cash and $10 on debit. So if I went to a 3D movie, I was going to have to make 2 transactions. And I had no money, and he was like, what do you want for your birthday? And I was like, trying to be low maintenance. And I was like, no, don't get me anything. You know, like a fun trap you can set. And he was like, no, come on. Like, what's something you wouldn't buy for yourself? Like a little luxury. And I was like, I don't know, butter. But my mom, I was saying that before, my mom actually is an actress, and my stepdad was too, and they like mostly raised me when I was a little kid. And that's a weird dynamic when your parents are more dramatic than you. Like, I'd just be a little kid, and I'd be like, I don't want to go to my room. And my mom would be like, I don't want to raise you, Madeline. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you guys so much.
Wow. I moved to this mic. What's happening? Middle of the show. We don't know what could happen.
Who knows what's happening?
Wow.
Oh my God, I'm giving it a little hunch.
Oh,
It's fine.
you're getting a little hunch.
I'm touching.
I love it.
It's fine.
Guys,
It's fine.
you might think we're hosting the show, but we're really just here to check out our next podcast idea,
Guys,
okay?
we're throwing ideas. We're blue skying with
We're
you.
blue
Sorry.
skying back there.
Sample audience.
Our next idea, fake news, real bees, okay?
It's exactly
Every
what you
week we
think.
tell fake news, well, real bees sting us.
Yeah. It is on high alert.
It's high.
pertinent.
Yep. And hopefully we're not anaphylactic. But hey, we'll find out later.
It's part of the charm.
That's right. Are you guys ready for your next comic? Oh, gosh, yeah.
Good.
She's a real treat and a real friend. Her name's Randee
Here she
Neuemeyer.
Hey, you guys, keep it going for Carrie and Allie. They're so funny. And, I was watching the TV in the back, and I was like, ooh, high def. Now I know what surgeries I need. Thank you. So I live by an Indigo, and I like to go there because, I'm going to buy books and not read them. But my silverfish get a treat. But the buying books always pisses me off because books are always more expensive for Canadians than they are for Americans, right? But now I'm like, they need them more than we do. But I like to go to the library. That's the good spot. And like the last time I went, there was this woman. She was taking forever putting her books in the return slot. So I was standing behind her like this. And she turned around really quick and she was like, "Huh! I thought you were my husband. I almost kissed you." I was like, "What? You can kiss me?" And then her husband was right behind us, and he was like, "You should kiss her." That same day, I was on Granville Street, and I was standing under an awning, and this guy came and he just like shouldered me out from under it. And I was like, okay, that's rude. I'm gonna do what my dad does when someone cuts him off in traffic. Follow him to fuck with him. So I followed him for 2 blocks with my umbrella over his head. And he kept looking back in fear, and I was like, okay, now I get why men harass women. Because it is fun. It's very fun. You guys probably don't know this about me, but I've been dry for 18 years. Okay, no round of applause. Yeah, I haven't pissed my bed since I was 13. Yeah, I pissed my bed till I was 13, and I had to wear these things called good nights. Those are diapers. And so, yeah, my mattress was like disgusting. That, ladies, you'll know what I'm talking about. Then I turned 12. It got more disgusting. Yeah. You should have seen my uncle carting it off to the dump. He said, "I am not a murderer." And the dump guy was just like, "It's cool, we get murderers all the time." But when I was 12, I had a crush on my brother's best friend, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. No, but one night I was staying completely naked, except for my good nights. Yeah. He saw me. But he was a stoner, so he was like, "Chuck, is your sister a giant baby?" And I'm still a giant baby to this day. I've lost a lot of weight recently. It's because I was like, I want to get Vancouver healthy, you know? So I've just been puking in mason jars. But I've decided that now I'm only going to date hot people. I've never dated anyone hot before. I know. And that might sound like a roast on my exes. And that's because it is. I do think I'd be a very good bachelorette contestant, though, because I'd be like, I have cool date ideas, you know? Like, I'd get 4 guys together, and I'd be like, okay, so tonight, we're going to go out into the neighborhood, and we're going to see how many cats we can pet. You find a raccoon, that's 1,000 cats. It's worth 1,000 cats. And I have played this by myself. High score is 1,006. No raccoons yet. Recently, I had to get a root canal, well, 2 of them. So now I have 2 gold crowns. I'm a queen. And I text my mom, and I was like, "Mom, I have 2 gold teeth now." And she texts back, We'll have to remember that when we cremate you. She thinks she's gonna outlive me. Good for her. But she deserves to bury her child. That one got dark. Half the audience was into it. But recently I did get a message on Twitter from a guy, and he was like, I will pay for pictures of your gold teeth. Yeah. And I was just like, why won't these old prospectors just leave me alone? Okay. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.
Randee Neuemeyer, everybody.
Randee.
Oh, what I would do for one gold tooth.
Oh, boy.
Oh, just
Cash
one.
that in.
One of the front ones,
Dollars
please.
for gold.
That's right. Some of you might have noticed that
Thank
Carrie and I
you.
are wearing matching shirts tonight.
Thank you. Wow.
Wow, thank you. A
Yeah.
floral button-up with a
Who
tight
knew?
collar.
Just a loose blouse.
That's right. Would you believe that this was by accident? You wouldn't, but it's
Surprise.
true.
Yeah.
I think Carrie and I accidentally just bought all the same clothes from a store, and then we just wear them all on the same day by accident.
Absolutely.
And
We're
that's
going-
why I'm so mad about the heels, you guys.
Okay,
Remember, a wide 8. I'm a wide 8.
Why, though?
Why? Because I have got a wide front of my foot.
That's so confusing.
I'm sorry, you
Yeah.
guys. I'm sorry.
But it's good, and
But
it's
it is good and fun. Thank
Okay,
you.
Thank you for asking.
If you are wearing a floral button-up
Oh.
collared shirt, meet us in the back.
Meet us in the back, 'cause we've
we're
got a
starting
lot
a new
of
club.
living to do.
We do. Thank
Yeah.
you. Living, laughing, and loving.
Thank you.
Oh, and you know who likes to live, laugh, and love?
I don't know. Is it our next
it's
guest?
our next comedian.
Perfect segue.
That's right.
Everyone, please welcome to the stage, Yumi Nagashima.
Woohoo!
Hey. Hi, lovely people in Vancouver. How's it going tonight? Good. A little bit introduction about myself. My name is Yumi, like you and me. And my soul food is rice, miso soup, and sweet marijuana. Oh, I love my marijuana. And my spirit animal is Cardi B. Nice to meet you. Guys, I love my grandparents in Japan. Oh, they're like the cutest people ever. Especially my grandpa. He just turned 95 years old. Yeah, so I asked him, hey, Grandpa, you're 95 years old. Can you give me one most important advice about life? And he gave me this beautiful song. Do you guys want to hear it? Okay. It goes like this. 人生なんてもうどうでもいい死にたいや死にたいや Well, it means my elbow joints super fucked up. I just wanna die. Oh, kill me now. Thank you. So inspiring. Guys, I finally saw Moana, the Disney movie, with my niece. I think it's great. Disney princesses are getting stronger. I think it's good influence for younger girls. When I was a child, I used to think Snow White was a Japanese lady. She has geisha-like pale skin, black hair, and tends to 7 ugly white men. Does it sound like your favorite video? Have you seen Tidying Up with Marie Kondo? Yeah? Well, if you haven't, it's basically a Japanese lady teaches white people how to clean up their shit. But her method is very interesting, though. You have to touch every single item to see if it sparks joy to you. But it's easier said than done, because I found lots of things, they don't really spark joy to me when I touch them. But I know I would regret it if I throw them away. Like toaster. Umbrella. Or my boyfriend of 3 years. Guys, I'm just joking. I love my toaster. But I love my boyfriend, and we have sex a lot. And let's thank you. Thank you for the excitement. Let's admit, sex is very important for a romantic relationship. And as for me, I found going shopping with my boyfriend increases our sexual activities. Because what turns me on the most is not when he wears tailored suits, not when he brings breakfast in bed, but when he charges through the people in front of him to get the final 16-inch plasma TV for me in Chinese New Year sale in Richmond. I'm like, go get him, my white samurai! Bring that hot sizzling deal to mommy. Spark joy. Japanese people love Hollywood movies and we watch it all the time, but we watch it with Japanese dub. And today I want to show you how celebrities sound like on Japanese TV in Japan. Can you name some name of celebrities? Steven Seagal. Okay. Steven Seagal in Japanese dub. Ah ha 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 ha. 僕はスティーブン・シガールだよ. Next. You guys, do you guys want one more? Okay. Ellen DeGeneres in Japanese dub. Hi! 私はエレン・デネジェラスだよ。みんな元気? Thank you. You guys been so much fun, but I'm gonna leave you on this. Do you guys like Lady Gaga? I love Lady Gaga because once she said, "Don't you ever let a soul in the world tell you that you can't be exactly who you are." Her non-apologetic style really inspires me because in Japan, people have the mentality of, if you stand out, you will be subject to criticism. I want to be like Lady Gaga to Japanese people, a mysterious, empowering alien with Kobe beef dress. Would you like to hear my favorite Lady Gaga song in Japanese? Oh. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. 捕まっちゃったよ、バッドロマンス。Oh, oh, 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 oh. 捕まっちゃったよ、バッドロマンス。ガーガーガーガーガーダラダラダラララララララ。ちょうだいあなたの バッドロマンスだよ。Thank you very much.
Get it for Yumi.
In the shallow.
La la low. In the shallow. La la low. Far from the shallow now. If someone can come explain to me why Bradley Cooper was even on that stage, just come to me afterwards. He was like,
so grateful.
were we supposed to bring instruments?
Put that egg shaker
Shit.
down, Brad.
Gaga, I think you're doing all of it.
Thank you. Sit down.
Gaga,
Sit down, Brad.
you're so good at this.
I know I am. Sit down.
I'm just mumbling into
Thank
this
you.
mic.
You are. Who gave you that mic?
I'm
Please
so
turn off his
sweaty.
mic. Stop
Can
it.
someone
Why is he
wipe
so
my
sweaty?
brow?
Turn off
Come
that mic.
on.
The mic
Tell
is still
me
on.
something.
No, don't tell.
You need to have something to say.
Stop it. Stop it.
What are you saying?
No, don't point. Why is the mic still on? Stop it.
Can I be Lady Gaga now? I directed this movie.
Yeah, I know.
Did
Thank
you guys hear? Can't
stop.
believe it didn't get nominated. It's my first movie I ever directed.
I hate this so much.
Also, they've done this story 100 times.
But finally,
Finally, I
I've got
saw Lady Gaga. And who would
Gaga.
believe it? People wanted to see a movie with Lady Gaga.
can we
in
lose
it.
that voice? It is aggressive.
You're welcome. That was my Bradley Cooper. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, you are right to clap.
It is
'cause it's over.
spot on.
Thank you.
Spot on.
Speaking of spot on,
Oh, yes. What's up?
what? How are you doing? Quick check-in.
Oh, I'm doing really well. Thank
Yeah.
you.
How do you think that Bradley Cooper thing
I
went?
think it went really well.
Yeah, you took a risk. You took a risk.
I took a risk there, and I think it's going to go really well.
You went off the deep end.
Yeah.
As opposed to the
shallow.
shallow.
Speaking of the shallow, guys, what is it and who knows? But are you guys ready to see your last comic of the night?
Uh-oh. Yeah, you are.
It's all happening.
She's wonderful. She's amazing. Please welcome Brittany Lyseng.
Oh, right on. Keep it going for everybody you've seen on the show tonight. Yes. I love that movie. I'm not going to lie to you. I cried the whole way through. One small detail you should know about me watching that movie is that before I went, my mom invited me, and I was like, I love hanging out with you. And she was like, yeah, I love hanging with you too. Also, I just made pot cookies for the first time, and I don't know who else to ask to test them. And I was like, I never thought this conversation was going to come up in our relationship. So I just cried at parts that weren't sad in that movie the whole time. I was like, I'm so hungry. I'm excited to be here. This is fun. This is the spring fling. This is what I came up that was springish in my collection. Yeah. Springish. I don't know. I feel like I'm a divorced woman on a cruise ship. My friend's like, it looks all right. I don't think it does. I painted my toenails and then I just wore closed-toe shoes. That's who I am right now. That's who I am in this environment. I'm excited to be here, though. It's been a good year for me. You guys ever sleep with somebody so much more attractive than you that you have to stop them halfway through just to be like, hey, thanks for doing this. Mommy needed this. It's the second time this year I've realized I am not a 10. The first time is when I fell in a bar. You want to know what happens when you're not good looking and you fall in a bar? Nothing. No one gives a shit. I feel like a pretty girl falls in a bar, somebody catches her. That's a story they tell at their wedding. I fell in a bar, that was just the story they reminded me of at my intervention. I think the time it takes somebody to get to you directly reflects where you rank on a scale from 1 to 10. Like, as I was tipping over, I couldn't help in my own mind not to be like, 10, 9, 8, 7, 7. Now I'm just on a strange barroom floor being like, you don't even know me. I love camping. Very fun. Somebody came over, though. He saw me fall. You know, he rushed over from the other side of the bar. My face lit up. He's such a handsome guy. He had a big beard, you know, and blue eyes. just my type, and he rushed over. And he knelt down, he reached his arm out to me, and he whispered into my ear, and he was like, listen, you have to leave. I was like, do you work here? He's like, no, but you're embarrassing yourself. He's like, take your friends and go. I was like, I came alone. He's like, I know, sweetheart. I don't know. I'm not in the same place, everybody else in my similar age ranges. Like my older brother, he's only a couple years older than me, but he just had a baby. I just became a new auntie. I'm very excited about that, I think he'll be a great dad. He's a little worried, though. He told me that in a text message. He was holding his son. He was like, I'm worried I'm going to be a bad dad. I'm like, why do you think that? He's like, I don't know, man. What if he doesn't like the same things I like? I was like, the baby? Probably good, dude. Probably good. He's like, no, idiot, when he grows up, what if he's not into the same things I like, Because my brother's a big outdoor sports guy. He loves to bike and snowboard and ski and stuff, lives in a small British Columbia town. That's all he does. That's all he talks about. He's like, what if the baby doesn't like outdoor sports? I don't know, man. Maybe he'll like indoor sports. He's like, what if he doesn't like indoor sports? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe he'll be a drama kid, Maybe he's got a flair for the dramatic. And it dawns on him, and the next thing he texts me back, he says, what if he's gay? And I get mad, right? I get defensive right away because I think he's being shitty, and I start texting him back this whole thing, like, what does that even mean, And before I can send it, he sends me back the most beautiful text message I've ever read in my life. He said, because if he's gay, I just want to be able to answer all of his questions. I want to be a good dad. And what if I can't answer his questions? Yeah. But then I was like, what kind of questions you think your infant son's going to have that you're not going to be able to answer? And he texts me back in all caps. He's like, I don't know, man. What if he needs to know how to suck a dick? And I was like, just so you know, me and Mom never had that conversation. Did you and Dad have that conversation? Ugh. Gag me a river. I was wondering why there were so many half-cut papayas all over the house. Some of these are just for me. Some of these are just for me. I don't know, but I am getting older, and there are slight changes in my life and slight changes in my brain that I've noticed. One of them is that everything pisses me off. Everything bugs me on a new level. Things that never bothered me before drive me crazy. I heard a radio commercial the other day for Tim Hortons that blew my mind. Guy on the radio comes on, he goes, here at Tim Hortons, we believe that you, the customer, deserves a fresh cup of coffee in every pot of coffee. So as soon as we're done brewing that pot of coffee, we immediately change the filter. Then I was like, yeah, that's how you make fucking coffee. What are we doing, Tim Hortons? Are we just marketing basic food regulations? That's not even my favorite part of that scenario. My favorite part is knowing that at some point there were 30 people sitting around a boardroom table somewhere downtown Toronto to get that commercial on the air. And just one guy who never gets picked in any meeting was like, and they were like, McTavish? And with all his courage, he was like, you guys just think we should tell him we changed the filters? And then 29 other full-grown adults were like, to the radio. The people must know. That to me is like if you walked into a hospital, the nurse grabbed you by the hand, walked you down a long, dark hallway, pointed to a bed and said, here, lay down here. Oh, you should know that the last person who stayed in this bed died of a very infectious disease. But here at the hospital, we believe you, the patient, deserves a fresh pair of sheets in every bed. And then they put it on the radio. Oh, Tim Hortons. They do a million things that bug me. Another thing is steeped tea. It's just tea. You guys, who here, round of applause, knows what steeping tea is? Yeah. I feel like that's 75%. You know, I'm about to blow 25% of your minds. Steeping tea is just when you take a bag of tea, then you put it in hot water until it's tea. That's it. Steeped your first cup of tea, Vancouver. Unless, of course, they want me to put the bag in my mouth and drink hot water. The original tea bag. I think tea's fine, McTavish. I think it's fine. I don't know. I don't go to Tim Hortons anymore, though. It's got nothing to do with that commercial. It's got nothing to do with the tea or the coffee. It's got everything to do with the lineup and the woman in front of you in the lineup at 7 o'clock every morning in every Tim Hortons across Canada who has to turn around and involve you in her shitty life. And you can feel her turning, too. You're like, oh, turn around, Deb. I call her Deb. She's always a sassy Deb in a Tim Hortons. And, you know, she's just going to be like, it's cold. And you're like, it's fucking February, Deb. We're all cold. But I must have looked really grumpy one time because I walked into a Tim Hortons and I got a real sassy Deb. And she turned around before I could say anything to her. Right away, she gets in my face. She goes, excuse me? You having a bad day? I was like, do we know each other? She goes, no, you got a grumpy look on your face. You having a bad day? I said, yeah, I guess I am. Yeah. Having a bad day. She goes, you want to know what I like to do when I'm having a bad day? I said, no. Not really. She goes, come on. She goes, be a good sport. What I like to do when I'm having a bad day is I like to close my eyes. I like to picture my idea of a perfect day. And just that tiny little part of my heart that still believes in magic was like, if I close my eyes and she disappears, I will shit my pants at this Tim Hortons. But you know what? That's not what happened. I closed my eyes. She was right. I was wrong. I realized this. My idea of a perfect day is very attainable. Because my idea of a perfect day is just, I don't know. Maybe I get to sleep in, right? No alarm clock. Maybe a stranger comes over between the hours of 1 till 2 and fucks me through a hole in my sweatpants. And then we watch some Full House reruns. I don't know. Sounds like a pretty good day to me. Oh, man. I love doing this. This is the funnest job in the world. This is my favorite thing in the world to do is tell jokes in different towns. Every time you go to a new town and it exceeds your expectations, that's my favorite scenario. A couple weeks I was in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. Yeah, Moose Jaw, baby. The tunnels. You know. It's just for two people in the back. You have this preconceived notion that something's going to be awful or shitty, and you get there and you're like, it's a really nice little town, great community, love the spirit. And I got there and I was so excited because I didn't know this before I'd ever been there before. To live in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, you actually have to be above the age of 337,000 years old. I don't know how they did it. I feel like the class of 1912 in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan was like, we're going to run this bitch. And they did. There's craft stores on every corner and handlebars on everything you can imagine. Which leads me to my next point. I checked into my hotel room before the show. I opened the door. Right away I realized this is not my room. There's handles on everything. I'm in the accessible suite. So I called down to the front desk. I said, excuse me, I think you put me in the wrong room. She goes, why do you think that? I said, I think there's just handles on everything. I think you've put me in the accessible suite. She laughs. She goes, oh, honey, you're in Moose Jaw. Everybody's old here. That's just a liability. Which is great because I'm not old, but I'm drunk a lot. Very handy for my garbage lifestyle. Realized something very cool about myself that evening. Walked into the bathroom, there was a stool underneath the sink. Realized that stool is for the shower. I don't really like showers. I'm more of a bath girl, if you must know. Feels like you're at the spa. But I'm always up for an adventure. I took the stool, I put it in the shower, turned on the shower, I sat down, I realized this. I do not hate showers. I fucking hate standing. I love showers. This is a nice shift, though, you know? I love doing this. This is the best job in the world. Before I did this, I was an elevator mechanic. I built elevators and escalators for 12 years. I loved it. I was actually the first female in all of Alberta to do that particular job. And they were not that excited to have me. They were surprised to have me. That's all it was, you know. And every day was a learning experience. And everybody tells me, you know, looking back, did they treat you differently? And my answer is always, unfortunately, no. They treated me exactly the same, which is way worse. I don't know if you know how dudes treat other dudes. This is not great. It's not great. It's mean. It gets mean so quick. You know, first day they treated me a little differently. First day, I walked in, you know, they're like, "What's up, sweetheart?" I go, "Yo, don't call me sweetheart." They go, "Oh, you don't want to be called sweetheart." I said, "No, you want to be one of the boys." I said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." I walked in the next day and I was working away and somebody came up behind me and he was like, "Hey, swing faster, pussy." I was like, "Actually, sweetheart was pretty good." I didn't mind sweetheart. But it took a while, you know. I wanted to be one of the boys all the time. I wanted to fit in. And it was hard at first, you know, because they didn't trust me. It was like, what can we say in front of Brittany and we're not going to get in trouble? But finally, one day, I was one of the boys. They put me in the construction group chat on Facebook. One of the boys. Here's a hot tip. Don't join a construction group chat on Facebook. There's nothing good in there. First picture I got was a girl about my shape and size, same hair color, same eye color. One small difference, she wasn't wearing any clothes. She was flipped upside down, there was a banana inside of her. Hold on, before you get mad. The caption said, "It's Friday, bitch. Let's go bananas." That's pretty hard to get mad at. I didn't get mad. I didn't get mad at all. I did the exact opposite. I laughed hysterically, and then I screen capped it, and I sent it to all my friends to ruin their days. Because you get that picture on a construction site, no big whoop. You get it in a law office, so you don't have a job anymore. HR does not take kindly to old banana gal. What I didn't realize, though, is that when you screen cap a picture on your smartphone, it saves it in a folder called Screen Capped Pictures. I just moved on with my life. 2 months passed. My parents invited me over for brunch. My dad answered the door. My dad's a bit of a tech guy. You should know that about him. He loves new technology. Sees my phone in my hand. He points to my phone. He goes, "Ooh, what do you got there?" I said, "Oh, this is Samsung 7. He goes, "Tell you the truth, I'm more of an iPhone guy. What do you like about the Samsung 7? And then I said, "Picture quality." And he said, "Can I see?" And I said, "I can't fathom why not." So I handed him my phone, you know. Because if I'm being honest with you, my picture catalog contains pictures of my dog and then pictures of my dog in a cape. No one gives a shit. So I hand him my phone, you know, and he starts scrolling through my phone. And he's like, "Dog, dog, dog, dog in a cape, bitch with a banana inside of her, dog, dog, dog." And I'm not saying if she was here, right now, that we would look anything alike. But I think if you took all my clothes off, flipped me upside down and shoved a banana inside of me, I'm not sure you'd be able to tell the difference either. And I knew he saw the picture. And I knew he thought it was me. Because I felt him fail as a father next to me. And I said, "Dad, that's not me." My dad's never yelled or swore at me in my entire life. He's a lovely man. And he said, Brittany, I didn't fucking see anything. And I'm like, oh, whoa, he for sure saw. He definitely saw. This is going to be a problem. I said, Dad, that's not me. And he said, Brittany, I don't know if that's any better. Quite the feminist my dad turned out to be in the end. I said, that's not me. I need you to go back and look at her face. And I watched a broken man say, I don't want to. I don't want to look at her face. I said, I need you to know. So I handed him back my phone. And I start scrolling through my phone. And he gets back to the picture. And he zooms in on her face. He looks at my face. He looks back at hers. He smiles. He says, this Friday, bitch. Let's go bananas. But, you know, being the only girl, it presented challenges on the job site, you know, it presented challenges, and people would always, you know, they want to ask me questions. Like, I grew up in Alberta, so they'd always ask me the same question. They'd say, you're not one of those feminists, are you? No, wait, I'm doing it wrong. They'd be like, you ain't one of them feminists, are you? I'd be like, oh, God, no, I hate women's rights. And I had a fellow one time, he goes, no, I'm serious, you know, I'm serious. Do you believe in equality? I said, yeah, I think I believe in equality. He goes, equality, straight across the board. And I go, I don't know what we're doing. I think so. And he goes, all right, well, tell me this then. Let's say you're in a burning building. Would you want a female firefighter to come and rescue you? And I was like, I don't know if you know this about your story, but I'm in a burning building. Yeah, it's fucking hot in here. Tell her to come get me. And quick. And he goes, no, be real with yourself. Be real with yourself. Do you name one female you think you could carry you down a flight of stairs in a burning building? And I go, I'll do you one better. I'll name you the entire cast of Orange is the New Black. You guys have been a whole lot of fun. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Brittany Lyseng.
Oh, man. Brittany Lyseng, everybody.
It's Brittany, bitch.
I would pay money to have the entire cast of The Orange is the New Black carry me anywhere.
Oh, absolutely.
That would be amazing. Is that a thing we can get?
I don't know.
I'm in.
Kickstarter alert.
Hello,
Here we go.
Kickstarter. We're going to start Kickstarter for that. So if you have money you want to donate.
If you have money,
there's a lot of
please.
good causes, but this one feels the most important
Feels
to
right.
me
It feels right
personally.
now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys, did you guys have a good time tonight?
Here we are.
Yeah. Did y'all on the internet have a good time tonight?
Internet.
I can hear it. The internet had an amazing time tonight,
Yes,
which is
thank
amazing.
you.
and I love it.
Uproarious. Sit down, guys.
You guys, this is Comedy Here Often, and guess what? Comedy happens here often.
Often.
On this
I
YouTube
just got it.
channel. Often, yeah. And you could go home and rewatch everything we
Our
did
first fight.
here. We rewatch it, everything on the YouTube channel, Comedy Here Often. So you should go follow that, like that, do it all.
For my parents,
Yes,
I will
Mom and
show you the
Dad,
link.
hello.
Don't worry. It's fine. Or I'll describe it to you on the phone.
Yeah.
Whatever is easier.
You can send them a link. So yeah, that was amazing.
That was amazing.
Let's
give it up for
Wow.
all the wonderful ladies
Oh,
we
so
saw
good.
tonight.
So good.
That's right. That many ladies. There's no excuses, guys. Get more ladies on your shows. Seriously.
That's right. It was beautiful. So stay tuned for our new podcast, Takes on Trakes. That's where Carrie and I both give each other tracheotomies, and we give our hot take on it.
I love it. Or also tune in for Ariana Grande. That's when we just assess where Ariana Grande's hair's at, from a tight bun to bangs to like a really white blonde.
Where's she going next? We don't know. When can we have it?
Thank you.
And until next time, I've been Allie.
I've still been Carrie.
That's right. And we're Brunch, and thank you guys so much
you
for
guys.
coming.
Stick around. There's still drinks.
Yeah.
Let's have a little party here, guys.
There are still drinks. Stick
There are
around,
still
hang
drinks.
out, and we'll see you soon.
Okay.